Today we're here with Compassionate Certification Centers. We have Blaise Panizzi, the head patient liaison, and Ken Schultz, the CBD National Sales Director. Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Jenna. We're happy to be here at Steel City Media.
Today's topic is CBD and how the people of Pittsburgh can get their hands on some. So why don't we jump right in? First question I want to ask you guys, what is CBD and how is it different from the other side of Compassionate Certification Centers, your medicinal marijuana business?
So CBD, or cannabidiol, is a non-psychoactive portion of the cannabis plant. So what we use is a hemp-based CBD, which is grown right here in the United States. And our hemp-based CBD is THC-free. So what that means is that you will not get the high. It's non-psychoactive. Now, the difference between CBD and medical marijuana is exactly that, the psychoactive effect. If you want to get the psychoactive effect and complete what some of us call it's called an entourage effect, which that could be a whole nother show. But to complete the entourage effect, you want the THC. In order to get a high level of THC, you can come see us to get your medical marijuana card. So then you can visit the dispensaries located here in the Pittsburgh area or across the state of Pennsylvania.
So Ken, if I'm understanding correctly, CBD then is a part of a medical marijuana treatment plan that you guys offer, correct?
Absolutely. What we recommend to our patients is we get them started on their medical treatment plan the day of their visit. So what that means is that we have CBD directly in our offices that is all completely legal according to the 2018 Farm Bill that has recently passed, 2018, right? So what the CBD is going to do, it's going to work on your endocannabinoid system in a lot of ways that the medical marijuana will. Now, if you're a mammal, which if you're listening to this, I'm guessing you are, then you have an endocannabinoid system. Endocannabinoid systems are made up of two receptors, a CB1 and a CB2 receptor, that work on your immune system and on your neurosystem. So that touches a lot of the other systems throughout our body, and CBD can have a lot of medical benefits on the rest of your body because of those two systems that the CB1 and CB2 receptors are playing on. So we like to get our patients started on a CBD treatment plan from the start, from day one, so that way we can start to figure out what their proper treatment plan will be once they get into the dispensary and they start to make the purchase of the THC products.
That's really interesting. And it's funny because I've heard that CBD can actually be used to help with just day-to-day problems of migraine headaches, or if somebody wants to, really ramp up their weight loss or even muscle cramps. Blaise, maybe you can talk a little bit for us. What do you hear when patients are calling in and they describe some of their most common day-to-day problems that you can say, hey, you might be a good candidate for CBD?
Great question. So oftentimes patients are calling in with problems regarding migraine headaches, muscle spasms, also chronic pain, inability to sleep, some insomnia, and we even had a gentleman last week that was suffering from tunnel vision in his left eye, and it actually took the tunnel vision completely away, as far as what he was saying at least, and he said it was a great improvement in his day-to-day life. My own grandmother even uses it for her spinal stenosis, and she actually isn't someone who's, I don't think, ever touched a joint in her entire life or vaporizer or anything like that. So she does tell me quite often that she's very happy with the results as far as being able to sleep a little bit better and being able to enjoy her normal day-to-day routine a little bit more. So
very cool. And so as I understand it, there are a couple of different ways that CBD can be administered. Ken, maybe you can go into some of the products that CCC sells as far as the CBD program?
That's what I'm here for, right, Jenna? I can absolutely talk to you about the products we have. I am the National Sales Director. If I don't know anything about it, then I don't know. I guess I better look for a new job, right? But at any rate, we carry everything from tinctures to muscle gels to capsules. Those are our top three sellers. And the difference between them is a tincture is an oil-based product that you can put underneath your tongue, use it sublingually, leave it in there for around 30 to 45 seconds, and it gets absorbed through your buccal membranes within your mouth. Sorry, I don't want to talk too physician-like. We have many doctors here at CCC to do that for me. But what that does is it's a very fast onset. That's one of the faster onsets of what we carry. And the faster onset is highly beneficial. It gives you relief a little bit faster to anxiety, pain. There's many ailments that CBD's been known to help. So the capsules are a little bit of a slower onset, and then the muscle gels are designed for spot pain. So if you have sciatic, like Mr. Diaz, who's next door, just tell me all about it. So something like that can absolutely help him with some inflammation in an area where he's experiencing some pain right now.
And then people who are listening to this, right now, and they say, hey, that's me, I was just doing hot yoga and my sciatic is all out of control or something like that. Or maybe they are interested in soothing some muscle aches and cramps and things. Typically, what goes on? Can somebody who hears our show today call in and then get an appointment set up? And Blaise, is that usually your department?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where we come in. So what you would do is give us a call at 888-316-9085, or you can visit us at cccregister.com, and any one of our patient care managers would be more than happy to set you up with an appointment. Also, what they'll do is go through with you, a quick preliminary session on how this can potentially help you. Are you approved for the full medical marijuana? And if you are, which most people are, we can get you certified. And even if you don't think that's the correct step as far as going the full medical marijuana treatment plan, of course we'll talk to you about how we think that CBD might be able to help you as well, or even scheduling an appointment with our physician, one of our physicians or one of our nurses, to actually sit down in private and speak with them face-to-face with what it is that you're suffering from and how CBD itself can potentially help you. So yes, absolutely, we're here to help with that.
So to recap, first and foremost, I think it's important to let folks know you need to call Compassionate Certification Centers, 888-316-9085. That's 888-316-9085. And then from there, it sounds like you can have a confidential discussion with a patient care specialist like our friend Blaise here. And ultimately, you can set an appointment with one of the Compassionate Certification Center doctors. From there, they'll point you in the right direction, whether you're going down the path of CBD or medicinal marijuana.
That sounds like an easy enough process. So after I meet with a physician, we talk about my needs and what treatment route might be best. Let's say I'm a patient that actually needs to have CBD as a part of my daily health routine. Is there somewhere where maybe I can go buy that product? Do I have to come into your guys' offices, or do you maybe sell your CBD elsewhere?
I think I can handle that one, Jenna. Yeah, coming into our office is one of the first options you want to explore, because when you come into our office, you'll meet with one of our certified physicians and our nurses who can talk to you a little bit about dosing. Because medical marijuana or CBD, it's not, smoke 2 joints, call me in the morning, and we'll tell you exactly how you're going to feel. What we do is we give recommendations that are going to help you find relief. So we can help you find the right level of CBD that is right for you, because that fun endocannabinoid system that all of us mammals have, it is different for everybody. So that is your first option that you want to explore. But you can also find us online, like Blaise had mentioned, at cccregister.com, or you can call in at the 888-316-9085. But also what we're starting to do now, because of the level of expertise that our physicians have and a lot of the benefits that our patients are seeing, we have a lot of other chiropractors and physicians in the area reaching out to us, asking us if they can carry our CBD. And the answer to that question is absolutely. We would love to put our CBD in your locations. So right now you can start to find our CBD in locations like chiropractic offices, podiatrists, and they offer it to you there as well.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much. And you guys, we're going to take a quick break here. But before we do, one more time, let's hear Compassionate Certification's number and website.
For more information, you can give us a call at 888-316-9085 or visit us on the web at cccregister.com.
Do you have a discount card at your favorite food store and get special savings? Compassionate Certification Centers is here to get you a medical marijuana card, because with a medical card, prices are half what you pay elsewhere. Don't get stuck paying double for your medical or recreational marijuana. Recreational states charge double if you're not a medical patient. Be ahead of the game. Visit cccregister.com and in 3 easy steps get your card. cccregister.com or call 888-316-9085.
You can get medical marijuana now. Visit cccregister.com or call 888-316-9085 today. Compassionate Certification Centers is a physician-owned and alternative health network here to serve you. Call 888-316-9085 today. Get certified fast. Compassionate Certification Centers, experts in medical marijuana, treatment plans, education, research, and patient advocacy. Finally, a team of doctors here to serve you. Call 888-316-9085 or visit cccregister.com.
And we're back with Ken and Blaise from Compassionate Certification Centers talking about CBD and the process to make that a part of your daily health routine.
And so obviously none of these things require a prescription, maybe a consultation with a doctor at most, but I want to know what makes your guys' CBD that much more desirable, or perhaps a better product that all these other physicians like your chiropractors and your podiatrists are reaching out to you, CCC, and say, hey, I want your stuff in my offices.
The answer to that really is who we are, and the fact that we are seeing patients on a daily basis and have been seeing patients on a daily basis since December 8th of 2017 is when we saw our first medical marijuana treatment, our first patient that needed a medical marijuana treatment plan. Sure, you can buy CBD at other places. I see it popping up in gas stations. It's always fun to walk in and say, wow, I should go to this gas station and get my medicine. Said nobody ever. So, yeah, sure, you can buy CBD at other places. But really our expertise and helping you find the right dose that's right for you and put you on the right treatment plan is the number one factor that sets us apart. We do that a lot of different ways. Our most effective way is through an application that we have for our patients that they can download while they're there. They put in what their ailment may be, and then we start them on a treatment plan that they can log directly on their phone. It's information age, right? We all have a smartphone, so let's be smart and use it, was what we thought. That, along with the efficacy of who we are. We triple lab test all of our products. So whenever we purchase CBD, whenever we have our CBD that we put our label on, it already comes to us with 2 lab results. One lab result from the batch of hemp that it was extracted from, another one on the finished product that was actually put into the bottle or tube. And then from there, we do a blind test just to make sure that our supplier is being 100% honest with us, because there are some people out there, it's a CBD rush right now. With the new 2018 Farm Bill passing, there's 80% more hemp being grown in the United States than there was last year at this time. So we go above and beyond to make sure the efficacy and that the potency of our CBD is in fact what the bottle says.
So this sounds like this is a tried and true kind of tested all natural substance really that people can use just like they would go and get, Neosporin to put on a cut or something like that. How long, and this is obviously all kind of based on your experience and in theory, how long do you really think it'll be before we have, CBD on our CVS pharmacy shelves or things of that nature? I mean, do you see this becoming a new way that people really will be able to treat themselves and their ailments?
I've been doing it for 3 years. So yeah. At the risk of sounding like Al Bundy, right? I got a couple of football injuries and my left shoulder was not okay. With 40 knocking on the door, my body was telling me, hey man, something's up, you got to change. And so I was popping Advil and ibuprofen like they were Pez. Well, I started using the CBD around 3 years ago, and I haven't touched any kind of ibuprofen or anything of that nature in over 3 years. And my liver thanks me for that. So overall, yeah, absolutely, people are starting to do that. And you're starting to see it pop up in some of these stores. Again, though, the problem is the treatment. Like with anything that's over the counter, this isn't something that's approved by the FDA as of yet. So there isn't an exact dosage that it tells you that is going to work specifically for you. So as we're sitting here talking, I'm sure there's somebody listening saying, I tried that CBD stuff and yeah, it didn't work for me. Well, chances are you probably weren't on the right dose. You didn't use it for a long enough period in order to get your endocannabinoid system to respond. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help and to help to streamline that as it does become more streamlined. So yeah, absolutely. If you ever want to get some CBD from Compassion Certification Centers, reach out to us at 888-316-9085 or visit us on the web at www.cccregister.com.
Thanks so much, you guys. We're going to take another short break here, and when we'll come back with more information from Compassionate Certification Centers.
The leader in medical marijuana and the first step to your medical marijuana card is Compassionate Certification Centers. Don't know where to start? Visit cccregister.com. Get qualified quickly for a low fee and with no drug screening or referral needed. Tired of taking pills? Visit cccregister.com. Visit cccregister.com or call 888-316-9085 today. Walk-in hours available. Compassionate Certification Centers, the first step to your medical marijuana card.
OxyContin, Vicodin, Neurontin pills. Are you sick of chronic pain and all that goes with it? You are eligible for your medical marijuana card. How do you get your card without all the hassle? Go to Compassionate Certification Centers for your medical marijuana card or CBD. Visit cccregister.com or call 888-316-9085. Compassionate Certification Centers can help you get your medical marijuana card and connect you with certified doctors that can answer all your questions. Call 888-316-9085 or visit cccregister.com today.
Ken, I think it's really cool, like being able to kind of tell people your own history and your own story with, you're listening to your body. I think not enough of us really do that in today's day and age. Blaise, I was going to say to you, tell me a little bit about maybe some of how you got into the business and maybe even yourself, some previous ailments that you had and that you feel that CBD or medicinal marijuana has really helped you overcome.
Sure. Well, you actually mentioned that people are now starting to use CBD and medicinal marijuana basically for a better quality of life. One thing I'd like to point out is, be it historical fact or, many people's beliefs, ancient peoples were using this for quite a while to make themselves feel better. So I kind of see it as a bit of a revival of a previous medicinal tradition. With that said, it is quite a bit up in a patient's mind where it is that they'll find relief also. As Ken said previously, it's a lot less of a smoke two joints, give me a call tomorrow and let me know if everything has gone away. More so, it is paying attention to your own endocannabinoid system. It is realizing that there is a homeostasis going on within your body that you're trying to achieve in order to make everything a bit more balanced. And you're doing this all naturally. So as opposed to using chemicals or anything that is adverse to your body itself, you're actually genuinely using a dried plant, potentially the extraction of which you ingest. And for me personally, I would say keywords are better quality of life. And the reason being is, if there is something so small as a drop or a vape pen or a cream that you can rub on once a day, twice a day, that makes your quality of life go even 1 or 2 more points higher, it's definitely worth looking into. Another thing I would point out is the compassion aspect. So we put compassionate in the name of our company for a reason. Essentially, we genuinely care that you start feeling better. So, you can go into a Rite Aid or a convenience store or a dollar store and potentially get some CBD, but the guidance you'll receive, the backing of the quality of the product that you'll receive, things along those lines is basically why we're here. We genuinely want you to feel better after using our products, and if you don't, we'd like to hear about it and see how it is we can potentially get you to that point. In other words, it's not a wham bam thank you ma'am type deal. It's more or less you come in, we talk to you about what it is we can help you with, we provide the options for those potential 2 helpful things, one being CBD, the other being medicinal cannabis itself. And we're also there for you to give us a call back if there's any questions you may have in the future, essentially guiding you through your whole treatment process. So me being a patient, just to answer your question, absolutely it helps me tremendously. In truth, more than I thought it would. And again, my own grandmother, if you're listening, hi Nani, she says it helps her quite a bit, more than she ever thought it would. I encourage anyone to at least try it, even if it's something that you're on the fence about. Give us a call at 888-316-9085. Any of the patient care managers are happy to take a few minutes to talk with you and, get you on the right path that we think might help. With all that said, yes, absolutely, Jenna, I think it helps me quite a bit. And like I said, I even have family members and friends, and I'm not someone who could ever be a appliance or car salesman. I must believe in the thing that I'm trying to help someone with. That's why I'm here at doing what I do, is because of a genuine care for people who are suffering. Give us a call, like I said, and any one of us more than happy to help you out.
And one more time, that phone number again?
For more information, you can give us a call at 888-316-9085 or visit us on the web at cccregistered.com.
Blaise, thank you so much for that, because I think that's really important. Yes, of course, you guys have, the ability to put your products out on the market as far as CBD goes. You are able to connect people to getting their medicinal marijuana cards, but really the center of it all is that you have a physician staff that can connect people to the right product, the right dosage, so on and so forth. So I think that's really huge. Thanks for bringing that up. I want to kind of transition a little bit, though, and we've been talking a lot about CBD and also, of course, medicinal marijuana. And I want to know, let's address some of the misconceptions, if you will, that lure around CBD. You hear all the time people, CBD, THC, not sure about the difference. Can it get you high? Can't it get you high? Let's talk about that a little bit now.
Loaded question. So yeah, we'll definitely talk about the THC versus CBD again. It's funny that you bring up the word high. What we actually put on our bottles of CBD is CBD, healing without the high. CBD, in fact, will not get you high. We do have our full spectrum muscle cream that does have a very small trace amount of THC, which is legal within the 2018 Farm Bill. 2018 Farm Bill, I keep plugging you guys, you're welcome. But all of our other CBD products do not have any THC in them. They are completely THC free. They are extracted at the plant through a CO2 extraction process to make sure they're not in there. And we have all the lab results, of course, to show that. But THC, and when you go to a dispensary, then yeah, there are some chances that you may find yourself high. And one of the problems is, Blaise was talking about his Nana earlier, and Nana doesn't want to go down to the dispensary and get the wrong dose, because Nana sitting on her rocking chair completely rocked is not cool, right? Nobody wants to come visit Nana when she's like that. It can be scary. What we do is, as the physicians here that are really, what we're working towards is a medical cannabis healthcare network, is essentially what we're becoming. Because we do have patients that follow up with us. And, the dispensaries do a great job. Every dispensary has a pharmacist on hand, which can go and help you answer some questions as far as what their dosing should look like. But like I was saying earlier, is that the endocannabinoid system is different within every single person. So what's good for the goose isn't exactly good for the gander. We're not 100% sure what your dosage is going to be. There's a process involved, and that's what we're here for. We're here to help you along that process, so that way you don't, become none off a rocker.
Blaise, this might be a follow-up question for you then. Let's talk a little bit about when I feel like I'm ready to call in and make an appointment, medical records. What do I have to get? Do you get them for me? How does this all work?
So oftentimes a concern of the patient is, well, I don't want to come all the way down to your office, spend money, and then be out of a certification because I don't qualify. Obviously, we have some protocol in place to make sure that doesn't happen. One of those protocols being that you're actually welcome to send your medical record that you have or that you are looking to obtain from your current PCP or what have you to us before your appointment or even before you schedule an appointment. This will basically allow one of our patient care managers to check it out, even consult the nurse if need be or the doctor, and basically give you a relative thumbs up or thumbs down on whether this is going to help. Obviously, the patient care managers on the phone aren't physicians themselves, so they cannot legally say you will be certified or will not be certified. But, like I said, being that it's our main goal to help you, we'll make sure that none of your time or funds are really wasted at all, because we would be able to give you a good indication as to whether the ailment that you're currently suffering from is approved or approvable. So obviously, chronic pain is one that we are certifying for, often more than any other ailment. But with that said, a patient may be suffering from arthritis or, migraines, and they would potentially think they're not qualified for the medical marijuana card or to use CBD either. However, our doctors are able to distinguish something such as arthritis or migraines as chronic pain itself. So that means that you don't have to look through every page of your extensive medical history to find the exact words chronic pain. More or less what we look for is simply the diagnosis, and that goes for if you have one of the more straightforward ailments also. Usually if a patient is suffering and does have a record or has access to one, we have absolutely no problem certifying them and getting them on their way to trying some cannabis for relief.
Thank you so much for that distinction, Blaise. At the end of the day, I think calling compassionate certification centers, the staff there will really be able to point you in the right direction with your medical records. We're going to take another short break, and we'll be right back with compassionate certification centers after this.
You can get medical marijuana now. Visit cccregister.com or call 888-316-9085 today. Compassionate Certification Centers is a physician-owned and alternative health network here to serve you. Call 888-316-9085 today. Get certified fast. Compassionate Certification Centers, experts in medical marijuana, treatment plans, education, research, and patient advocacy. Finally, a team of doctors here to serve you. Call 888-316-9085 or visit cccregister.com.
Marijuana. Make sure you're not paying double for it. Get a medical marijuana card at Compassionate Certification Centers, and prices are half what you'd pay elsewhere. Be ahead of the game. Visit cccregister.com and get your card. cccregister.com or call 888-316-9085. That's 888-316-9085. Shop smarter for your medical marijuana with Compassionate Certification Centers.
And so, Blaise, that's really interesting because I know for medicinal marijuana there are 21 qualifying conditions. Like you said, obviously it doesn't have to explicitly say chronic pain, for example, up at the top of my medical records. But then kind of switching gears to CBD, what, if anything, do my health history records have to say in order for me to walk out of your offices with CBD?
Actually, luckily, since we do not need a physician's approval through the state for us to be able to sell CBD, you don't actually have to provide medical records. Obviously, if you think that it may help your conversation with the physician or the nurse, you're more than welcome to bring them and provide them as some extra information. But luckily, no medical records are needed to purchase CBD at all.
All right, you guys, we're almost out of time here. I just want to say thank you so much to you both, the staff at Compassionate Certification Centers, for coming on today. You guys have had a long-standing history here in the state, I think first emerging on the scene back in 2016. I want to know a little bit from both of you, some last thoughts here. What excites you about the future of Compassionate Certification Centers and this business as a whole?
Great question. So helping people, of course, has always been a passion of mine, and I don't think that there is a time that you can come home from work after a day of helping people and not feel at least somewhat satisfied. So with that being said, I am a helper and I am compassionate. So, of course, seeing a company named Compassionate Certification Centers was very appealing to me, and luckily I happened to join the team and was nothing but accepted very well, and I just enjoy every moment of my job specifically, mainly because I'm surrounded by people who are like-minded in that we are compassionate, we genuinely care, and we also find that cannabis helps us and other people. So more or less happy because I'm able to do what it is that I feel I'm supposed to do.
Well, I love hearing some of our other associates talk like Blaise here. Compassion really is the word. And Blaise, we got nothing but compassion for you. We love you, brother. See, this is why we do what we do. When we're sitting in here, they'll see that I'm getting emotional, right? And the reason being is that Compassionate Certification Center was named after a 1995 Compassionate Care Act in California that actually got this entire ball rolling. I'll be honest with you, I never in a million years thought I'd be in medical cannabis. Never thought I'd be in cannabis. I grew up here in Pittsburgh, and at one time at the Monroeville Mall, I smoked a joint. And hey, it's out of, you can't get in trouble for that now, right? I'm not going to walk out of here, and there's not going to be popo waiting for me. But and honestly, it didn't agree with me. I didn't have the right reaction to it, and so I never used it, to be 100% honest. But then, whenever we found the company, we started to look at how we wanted to plant our flag, and we wanted to do that through our World Medical Cannabis Conference and Expo, which I was lucky enough to come on board and to help facilitate that event that happened 2 years in a row down at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. And through that process, I was blessed enough to go around and to check out all these other conferences across the state. We've been invited to conferences across the country and across the world to go and to speak on behalf of medical marijuana and CBD now. But when I first started going, it was all new to me. I really had that Cheech and Chong persona. I expected to walk in and to see a bunch of quote unquote stoners, right? Like that's what I went to high school with, and that's what I thought they were. So for me to have been able to be exposed to the medical side of it and to bring all these people from across the country and around the world to Pittsburgh and to have the event go off the way it did and to see all the locals here in Pittsburgh, coming in and looking for options, it really got me. It was, I'll be honest, I wasn't bought in until I saw all the kids and everything else. And now here we are. We saw our first patient on December 8th of 2017. I hope I said that right. But ever since, we've been just building and gaining momentum. And I'm watching as the persona changes. I'm watching more and more guys like me who were walking around and were completely against medical cannabis. And now they're starting to see the medical benefits. And, they're losing that chip on their shoulder. They're starting to let down their guard. And they're starting to say, hey, maybe this is right for me. And if not right for them, maybe for a family member who's struggling. So, for me overall, I guess I'll just, I'll quit talking because, excuse me, there goes the emotional guy, right? It's not a party till someone starts crying, right? But at any rate, though, for me, it's been the journey and it's been where we're going with it. And, we have big aspirations here at Compassionate Certification Centers. Our business model can travel around other states. And, me being a Pittsburgh boy at heart, I can't wait until we're in, all 50 states. And wherever else we may go, who knows where his vehicle may take us. But ultimately, though, I'm very excited to be a part of it and very excited to be helping patients. And to be able to say it all started right here in Pittsburgh in our own backyard, that really excites me. That puts a big smile on my face.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. I think sometimes it really, really makes a difference when you have two people who are as passionate and compassionate about what they do. We're really honored to have you guys as guests. One more time for everybody listening. Today you were hearing from two people at Compassionate Certification Centers, two stellar employees. If you guys have any questions about the company, the products, you can always give them a call at 888-316-9085. And of course, there is a plethora of information at cccregister.com. Guys, thank you so very much for joining us today.